What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting unboxing. Of course, this one, oh my god, guys, is finally the release of the legendary collection, the 25th anniversary collection of the God Box, as some people call this. So very excited about this one. I didn't get the full display here, but I did get quite a few of these that we're gonna unbox in today's video. Before we dive too much into this, Liam, of course, welcome back to the stream. What's going on, man?
Hey, I've been super looking forward to seeing a next-gen 25th.
Oh yes, obviously we did a 25th anniversary of Pokemon a while back, so definitely check out that video right over there. But I guess, Liam, what can you tell me about this 25th anniversary set?
It's in the long-awaited to see the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh coming in. We have the whopping return of so many things that features the Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, Spell Rulers, Pharaoh Serpents, Dark Crisis, Invasion of Chaos, which in variants have 6 ultra rare variants and quarter century secret rares, which we didn't see coming initially, so you know, we're really being looked after with this new level of rarity. We had Pharaoh rare, I believe, before.
Yeah, Pharaoh secret rare, I believe it was. But yes, very excited about this. Like I was saying before, let's just go quickly unbox it. Since I didn't get the full set, it's already been pre-opened for me because there's a couple of individual sets right in here. We actually opened one already from our YouTube Shorts series, and probably another one will be uploaded for our YouTube Shorts. So for this particular video, we're gonna open up 2 of these bad boys right in here. We're gonna do a quick shuffle, and then Liam will decide which 2 we're gonna be opening. All right, Liam, are we opening basically say left, right, middle? Which 2 of those?
Middle.
What's the second one?
Left. We normally have alright luck with left.
All right, my left or your left?
That's a good your left, my friend.
All right, cool. So these 2 right here. All right, and this one, like I said before, will be part of a future YouTube short. Now, speaking of a YouTube short, to get kind of excited, I actually opened up this already. So this is actually the special set that comes with one of these boxes. We'll have more of these, of course. But the very last card is where the quarter century rare comes in. Before we open this, guys, you know the drill. Press the like for a look. Hopefully, let's see, in terms of high values, let's see here. The highest value for the quarter century rares, I believe, is the, of course, probably the Blue Eyes. Yeah, the Blue Eyes White Dragon course, being at $15, and then the second highest will be Dark Magician, and then the God cards will come after that. Like, I think the highest of the God cards will be the Wing the Dragon of Raw. All right, now with this set as well, it also includes ultra rare variants, but the ones we really care about is the quarter century rare, because that one, of course, will be the shininess with it. One of the YouTubers that I follow, Ruxin, 34, I believe, he actually did a couple of these already, and I love the way the rarities look. But yes, obviously the first card we have is Obelisk, the ultra rare, the Tormentor. Now, all of these will include these, of course, the ultra rares. Slifer Sky Dragon, ultra rare. The Winged Dragon of Raw, ultra rare. The Blue Eyes White Dragon, ultra rare. There's a little bit of a, okay, I was gonna say there's like a little bit of a defect there, but maybe not. Maybe the reflection of it. Dark Magician, of course, ultra rare. Now, the one thing I will say real quick before I get to the other cards here is I kind of wish they put 20th anniversary logo, kind of like how Pokemon did it. But none of these have a distinguishing quality to it. The only thing that you can tell these are the reprints is for the way the picture size is. Because if you look at the original Dark Magician and Obelisk and all that, it's like a smaller picture box. These are more of the bigger size and more modern look to it. So you can actually play these out in like a regular duel, and the font has been corrected to the correct grammar, whether it be the description or the effect of that monster, so that we can actually use it in a regular tournament or match that you want to do with your friends. And you don't have to like, oh, this is the 2025 or 2005 description of it. It's actually the modern edition of it. But yes, so Dark Magician, Next is, of course, the Red Eyes Black Dragon. And now I think we're getting into the quarter century rare. Oh, it is the Dark Magician quarter century. Oh, yes. That is awesome. Look at that beauty right there. Look at that beauty. Now what I will say, if you look at the light, you can actually see 25th anniversary in the reflection. So that is what I would say is probably going to be the higher value right there. So these will probably, I wouldn't say I'll grade it per se right now because the prices are not worth grading, but still for future collectors like myself, it's going to be super excited to get one of these 25 years later, I guess. But yes. All right, what's the current price of this card right now, Liam?
So the quarter rare Dark Magician is at a very crisp $10.90.
Nice, nice. So definitely grab my sleeve because that is going to be a beautiful there. Now, I love it because, you know, the shine of it. So it's not like a typical secret rare, because secret rares you can kind of like tell, but there's almost like a glimmer to it. So I really, really like it. It's almost like a Starlight Rare almost, like a mixture of Starlight Rare and Secret Rare, like kind of mixed together and having that inbred 25th anniversary. Now, a lot of issues that I've been noticing with some cards is the very back, you'll start seeing like some swipes because of these plastic thingy-bobs is like kind of like scraping the card up and down. So some cards are gonna have a kind of a defect, if you will, from collector standpoint. Of that little scratch mark, and this one definitely does have it, which is unfortunate. So it's definitely gonna drop the grading down for a lot of these cards. I kind of wish they kept it kind of in the middle, so that way those things don't get scratched up. But that's the unfortunate of these cards, is that scratched up. So definitely watch out for those if you tend to collect these cards, and especially if you want a pristine condition and get like a PSA 10, you definitely want to watch out for the rear. So I'm guessing this is probably going to drop down to probably a PSA 8, in my personal opinion.
I mean, you make a good point, especially when it comes down to things like the ghost rares, as you have mentioned in the past, that can be very prolific for losing value when not sleeved.
Yeah, not even just sleeving, but the way Konami package these things as well can be a fortunate thing that we can't control. The one thing I will say too with the God cards is in the rear, the colors. So yeah, that's pretty cool too. So I'm hoping to get a quarter century rare of the God card as well, because that would be a good collector's piece for me to have. And of course the Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. All right, so now we're going for the actual unboxing of this set right here. We're gonna have more of these that I'll open as well to see what that quarter century rare is. But obviously they reprinted all of these cards that Liam alluded to earlier. So very, very exciting. And now this is kind of like a teaser for the July sets coming out. Those are more booster sets of, you know, Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, pretty much having the almost the original packaging of what it is. So as a collector, that's actually really cool too, that they actually re-release those things as its own individual booster set. There has been multiple reprints of these sets down earlier generations, but we're talking 25th anniversary, so a big set there. Now, let's unbox this. All right, so obviously we have another set of this for to find out what the quarterly rare is. Hopefully less scratched up in the rear. But these are the individual packs that we were talking about. The legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon that came out back in 2005. Ooh. Metal Raiders, also 2005. Pharaoh Serpents, I believe also 2005. And I think Dark Chaos came out 2006, maybe? And I believe Spell Rulers came out between 2005 and 2006, I can't quite remember. Vision of Chaos, I believe, is 2006. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'll probably have annotations of the actual original release dates, but I think I'm pretty close. Like these are the cards that I grew up with, guys, so I'm very, very excited about this. Now, I do have a couple of complaints with these sets, but I kind of already briefly mentioned it, but I kind of wish they showed the 25th anniversary logos in these cards for all the cards to kind of distinguish it. But I think the reason why they didn't do that at least from what I'm thinking, is people, they're Konami's assuming that people are going to use these as a tournament deck or like a legacy deck or something like that, so they can actually use it in tournaments or battle with friends. So they didn't want to differentiate the previous reprints with these reprints because, you know, obviously you want to be able to mix and match these reprints with other reprints. But as a collector, I would have loved 25th anniversary on all these cards, even the common cards. But I guess without further ado, let's start with where it all started, Legend of Blue Eyes. Now, Liam, did you grow up in this early generation, or were you more so like in the, I guess, later generations?
Straight up with the early generation.
First card here is the Mystical Sheep #2. Oh yeah. See, if you have the original 2005 cards and comparing the contrast, you can tell the pictures are bigger, probably more bolder colors. They corrected some of the text if needed. But one of my complaints I mentioned before is I kind of wish these were shown as first editions. But I guess since these are reprints, they can't call it first editions. But if it's a 20th anniversary set, they probably could have got away with it maybe. Because if you can tell on the bottom left or bottom right side, it's just a silver emblem or silver sticker instead of that gold sticker that we're used to for first editions. But since these are reprints, I guess that's why they didn't do it. But those are my only complaints as a collector standpoint. All right, so that was that one. Next is the Enchanting Mermaid. Very nice. Laser Cannon Armor. Masaki, the legendary swordsman. All right, we have a first rare here, the Flower Wolf. We'll check out that price in a moment. Probably not too much for a rare. The Meta Bat. The Mountain. The original field spell card there. The Petite Dragon. And finally, Hinotama Soul, sorry. So yes, this rare here, Flower Wolf, is number LOB, Legend of Blue Eyes, EN 107. Now obviously the original LOBs will be without the EN, so that's another way you can tell the difference between the original 2005 sets to the modern sets.
That is a 22-cent card, my friend.
That's actually not too shabby for rare. Not too shabby for rare. All right, so I'll put that to the side. All right. Next, we're going into the second set that came out, Metal Raiders. So this came out pretty much right after, because if you remember in the Legend of Blue Eyes, they didn't even have many effect cards. I don't think they have any effect cards. They were just plain regular monsters. They had some, fusion monsters. What is it called? Obviously spell and trap cards, but they didn't have any any trap cards or any way to or effect monsters. So Metal Raiders was the introduction of a lot of the more effect cards. And yes, so the first card, very, very nostalgic. Sagi, the Dark Clown. That's a Kaiba card. All right, first effect card is the Mushroom Man, #2. We have Uguchi, another effect card. Ooh, I love this effect card. It's a very nostalgic, rare card as well. Uses plenty of my old school decks. The Mask of Darkness. So a beautiful effect card. We'll check out that price in a moment. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so I actually got my first super rare. So they have a rare and a super rare in here. Okay, so Sanga of the Thunder. That's part of the Guardian Gates Guardian. Can't remember the fusion of that one. Lady of Faith. The Rapid Horseman fusion card, mixing Battle Ox and the Mystic Horseman. Ooh, this is a cool I'm sorry, I'm gonna be saying ooh and ah a lot. But the 7 colored fish, obviously, this is one of my one of the very few cards that had 1800 attack. So back in early days, it was all about the beatdown decks. Whoever had the most attack power. The electric lizards. Definitely don't neglect some of the effect cards as well. So before we get to the super rare, let's check out this rare card, Mass of Darkness, number 14, MRD.
That is a price of 15 cents.
15 cents. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. So I'll put that together with that. Now this is the super rare Senga of the Thunder.
That is a very crisp sleeve worthy $6.09.
Yes, awesome sauce. Now obviously these are current prices as of now, since these packs literally just came out, like I think yesterday actually, from this recording session anyway. A lot of these prices will vary. They might actually go down as time goes on, but since these are the 25th anniversary sets, we might be able to appreciate them more as the time goes on, but you just never know with these reprints. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. Now the third one here that came out is of course the Pharaoh Serpents. What I like about the first 3 is since I got into Yu-Gi-Oh, this is more bit of a history for those that care. These are the first 3 that I ever got in terms of like trying to get 100% of these cards. So I would go ahead and like ask my parents for like, oh, is there any chores I can do to earn some cash? I tried doing like a side hustle business of selling candy in a side in school. So I can earn some extra cash to buy more of these cards, as well as buy my first laptop at that time. These first 3 are like very nostalgic for me because these are the ones I tried 100% all the way through. And I wasn't really a duelist at that time either. I was more of a collector, even when it came to like Pokemon as well. So I was like trying to 100% like my master set, if you will. Pharaoh Serpents. Now the big card of course here is Jinzo. Jinzo has always been my favorite card. I got that card graded as well. So if you guys haven't seen our graded pulls, definitely check out that video right there. I believe I got a PSA 6 on that card, and that was one of my original first edition Jinzos. And I think it's still worth quite a bit. I think we quoted it at that time around $600 for a PSA 6. So if you did get like a PSA 10 of that card, I think it was like $1,000, maybe more, maybe $5,000. Obviously, Pharaoh Serpents is introduction of more of these trap cards and ways to block some of these trap cards. That's why Jinzo was so powerful at that time. Because if you had Jinzo, it prevents the activation of trap cards. All right, first card here, Enchanted Javelin, another nostalgia card for me. Gladius. If I pull a Jinzo right now, I'll be so happy. Burning Land. Mystic Probe. All right, a rare here. Hayabusa Knight. So no Jinzo, but we'll check out that price in a moment. Infinity Dismissal. Insect Imitation. That's a Weevil Underwood card. Mr. Volcano, a very cool card here. Ooh, Weave. I remember this card a lot. I used this back in my earlier decks. Weave Waver, because of the high attack power there. All right, for this one is number Pharaoh Serpents EN086.
Hayabusa is a 15 cents card, my friend.
15 cents, okay. All right, so that is that. So the next one that came out, Spell Rulers, I believe. Now this one I try to get, as I was growing up in the years, there's another card that I want to get more so of. I think I was like starting up my goals of like getting into college and whatnot, and like I had a lot of pressure of like, oh, I need to go to college, I need to make money, I need to be able to start a business. Even at that time I wanted to start a business, and I was like so focused on like future goals that I kind of like, I had a few of these, but I wasn't able to get a lot of these for my master set collection. But yes, Spell Rulers. Before it was called Magic Rulers, but there was a whole like copyright thing with Magic the Gathering, saying you can't use magic in your name. So they had to change, instead of magic cards, it was called magic cards before, they changed it to spell cards. And then Spell Rulers, of course, they changed it from Magic Rulers to Spell Rulers. All right, so first card here is Giant Turtle Who Feeds on Flames. Turtle Oath. Oh yeah, this was the introduction of ritual cards, which aren't really used much at all nowadays, because it was so hard to summon these cards. In terms of like synchro summons and XE summons, are a lot easier to summon than ritual summon cards. But the most high value rituals, of course, is the Dark Magician of Illusion, I believe, or something like that. I'm drawing a blank of the name of it, but yeah. But another card that's high value here is the introduction of Toon cards. So there's some Toon cards in here that are pretty cool as well, like the Toon Blue Eyes. The Whiptail Crows. And then of course we have Hero Shadow Scout Rare. So we'll check out that price in a moment. It's actually a pretty useful card as well. The Metal Fish. The Upstart Goblin. And then we have the Red Archery Girl. There's actually a Toon card of this as well that you can get. And then we have the Kododama as well. So this rare, this is from Spell Rulers, number 24.
That is a crisp $2.10.
Wow, okay, that's more than I thought, definitely, okay. All right, so this is the part where I'm not sure which one came out first. I want to say it was Invasion of Chaos, yeah, like I never got into these two sets at all in my early days of life. So this one kind of trailed off and focused on like life goals and all that, and getting all my certifications and yeah, it was one of those things where I never got into. But I know this was a pretty useful set because that's the introduction of like a lot of the Chaos cards that are pretty infamous and famous for a lot of people. But I never got into the Chaos sets. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. So Invasion of Chaos is next. So this one, the first is Bogadian, something like that. The self, it has like the original smell almost. But I don't know, maybe I'm just like being nostalgic and weird. But sorry, that was so random. This Selfin, whatever. Yeah, the Spirit of the Pot of Greed. Ooh, it's an effect monster card. Inferno is the next card here. This one's actually pretty nice. I know about this card a little bit. The Enrage Battle Ox. So yeah, obviously Battle Ox, but an effect card this time. We'll check out that price in a moment. We have the Des Kangaroo. I remember this card a little bit as well. And then we have the Maju up to 10,000 Hands. Another card I kind of remember as well. The Primal Seed. And the Gale Lizard, also a pretty cool effect card as well. Flip card as well. All right, so the Enrage Battle Ox is number 70 for Invasion of Chaos.
That is at the price of 15 cents.
15 cents at the moment. All right. So the next one here is the Dark Crisis. So Dark Crisis. Now, I know nothing about the Dark Crisis, what's kind of in it, what's kind of like the theme of it. I guess we'll see. I never got to this set in my early days, so I know nothing about the history of this one. All right, we have Soga. We have the really Internal Rest. I remember the Internal Rest spell card or magic card, but not the really Internal Rest. It's a trap card there. It might be a way to combine different strategies with those cards. The Guardian KS. And then we have a rare here, Fear of the Dark. And then we actually have a super rare here, the Butterfly Dagger Elma. We'll check out that price. We'll check both prices out in a moment. Dark Scorpion, Chick of the Yellow, or Chick the Yellow. Definitely not a chick at all. We have the Niken Dog. I remember this card. I don't know why, but I remember this card. Rod of Silence, KS. And then we have the Sakuke Samurai number 2 as the final card. All right, so we'll check out this rare first. This is Dark Crisis number 25.
Not too bad at 24 cents.
Not too bad for a rare. Not too bad for a rare. Now there's super rare. This is number 32.
Pretty decent, $3, my friend.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, so we open up all of the sets. The thing that's left over is to find out what quarter century rare we got. We already got the Dark Magician earlier from today. Can we get a Blue Eyes White Dragon? Or possibly one of the God cards, or maybe even a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now we already know the first other cards included with this. It's going to be the same thing throughout, like all the God cards, the ultra rare variants and all that. So now I still see the little scratch marks again in the rear for these quarter century rares. All right, so it is, drum roll please. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh yes, so quarter century rare Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh yes.
Very nostalgic, especially for $6.71.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, cool. We'll add that into the collection. All right, anyway guys, let us roll into the next cards. This is gonna be a longer video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely press a like. We're very, very excited for the July sets coming out later. All right, this is the next one right here that Liam picked out. This was the centered one that I had. So did he choose the Blue Eyes White Dragon quarter century rare? Tune in to the next episode. Oh, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're not gonna go through the history of the cards.
Let's go, Blue Eyes. Woo!
Oh, you going Blue Eyes? You don't want to do Invasion of Chaos? And obviously we'll save the quarter century for later in the video. Now, even though they don't have the 25th anniversary logo, you know, it is what it is, but I definitely was kind of hoping for more from this set. But as a collector, you get what you get. But I would say for someone who's like a duelist that likes the legacy decks, they'll probably enjoy this a lot more. All right, first card is the Magician, Mystical Sheep, number 2. Ooh, very nostalgic. The Skull Servant. Very, very cool. Let me put that here. Fiery Yoru? Something like that? Yeah. We have Masaki, the legendary swordsman again. The Goblin Secret Remedy. Oh my god. We got the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Ultra rare. Oh my god, we'll definitely check out that price. This is a reprint regardless, but this is part of the 20th anniversary set. I was not expecting the Blue Eyes White Dragon. The next card here is the Beaver Warrior. And then we have the Steel Ogre Groter, number 1. The One-Eye Shield Dragon. But the dragon that we care about, of course, is the ultra rare Blue Eyes White Dragon, LOB EN001.
Oh my friend, grab your sleeve. That's the most expensive listed medium, priced at $59.95.
I figured it would be the highest, of course. This is the most highly desirable card, and we pulled it. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what how hard it is to get this card, but I am so happy, dude. Like, this is like obviously my favorite card. I got this card graded like, I think 3 times already. I got the original LOB first edition, and I have another LOB non-first edition that are graded. And then I have an LOB that's from the Kaiba set, first edition, that was also great as well. Definitely check out that video, like I mentioned earlier in the beginning, but this would be another Blue Eyes I'll probably grade in the future. But wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. I pretty much got my money back, guys. I pretty much got my money back. If I didn't get it back already, I definitely got my money back. Exciting stuff. Now all we need is Jinzo. If we can get Jinzo in today's pull, I'll be so happy. All right, what's next, bro? What's next?
Spell Rulers.
Spell Rulers, all right. So the high value card there is definitely going to be the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. So we have Rioran. That's also going to be a Toon card as well that you can possibly get from this set. The Hamburger Recipe, oh my god, not this card, not this card. the most useless ritual card ever, but it's very meme worthy. Internal Rest is the next card here. We had the UFO Turtle. Another good card. Speaking of Toon cards, not the Toon we're looking for, but Toon Mermaid Ultra Rare is in our presence. We'll check out that price in a moment. We have the Metal Fish. We have the Upstart Goblin. We have the Electric Slide Snake. And then we have this Slot Machine. Oh, I remember this card. This is from, what's his face? I forget his name. I'll have the annotation of the guy's name. But yeah, one of Pegasus cards, Toon Mermaid, number 72.
An amazing $9.50, buddy.
Oh yes, oh yes. I do have the first edition of that from the original Magic Ruler set, but yeah, now we have the reprint of the Toon Mermaid. Very, very nice. All right, next one, Vision of Chaos. All right, anyway, we have the Iwatori. Oops. So it's a common card, it's fine. But it's the Fat Chocobo, is what I called it back in the day. The Cheerful Coffin, pretty cool card, nostalgia as well. I do remember this card, the Doma of the Angel of Silence, probably because of the anime. Petite Moth as well. I remember that card. We have the Starboy. Very cool. There's a song made about you. Bottom Dweller. This card is actually pretty nostalgic. The Sword of Deep Seated. I've used this quite a bit. Thunder Dragon. I remember this card as well. So I actually remember more of these cards than I thought. Flame Cerberus. All right, so the rare card here, Starboy.
That is a listed medium of 40 cents.
40, that's not bad. Not bad for a rare card. Let's actually open up Invasion of Chaos that we promised Liam. All right. Yep, the sealed, a curse sealed of the forbidden spell. What that spell is, no one knows. Oh yeah, I think Vampire Lore is in here, I think. Maybe that's Dark Crisis, I forget. Lord Poison. Spirit of the Pot of Greed, we saw that earlier. We have the Smashing Ground. And then we have the Curse of Darkness, rare. Check out that price in a moment. We have the Big Koala. Koala. Like the koala bear. The Chaos N. The multiplication of ants. So that'd be useful for Weevil as well. The Dark Mark Ladybug, also something that Weevil would use. All right, the rare card here. Curse of Darkness. This is number 106, Invasion of Chaos.
That is a very nice 42 cents.
42 cents, not too shabby. All right. So Invade 106. Right over here. Okay. All right. So next, we have 2 packs left. We have Dark Crisis and Feral Serpents. Feral Serpents, okay. Can we pull that Jinzo? Can we pull that Jinzo? This will make my day. If you pull Jinzo, that's a worthy of a walkout as well. The original walkout was when we pulled that Ghost Rare Dark Magician, if you guys remembered. Check out that video. All right, it's a beautiful moment. Driving Snow is the first card here. We have the Steel Ogre Grotto number 2. Reign of Mercy. Remember this card, the Twin-Headed Fire Dragon. It's a pretty nostalgic card here. The Light Force Sword, rare. Major Riot is next. Bubonic Vermin. We have the Wind Weaver. Oh, I remember this card. This used to be Harpy's brother, but now it's called Sky Scout. I don't know why they changed it back to from Harpy's brother. You could easily been a Harpy's thing, but I guess they want to keep the Harpies more of a female variant. But why not a Harpy's brother? Why not a Harpy's brother? All right, so this Life Force sword is number 5, Pharaoh Serpents.
5 is currently at the price of 25 cents.
Not too shabby. All right, Pharaoh Serpents. The first card here is the Vilepon Archfiend. We have the Archfiend Oath. We have the Battle Footballer. Footballer. The Gravity Axe Girl. We have the Different Dimension Gate Rare. We'll check out that price in a moment. The Final Attack Orders. We have Chick the Yellow again, making a return. We have the Samurai number 2. Oh, I remember this one, the Ojama Green. There's actually a whole set dedicated to like Ojamas. But yeah, this is number 44, Dark Crisis.
That's not too bad, it's 15 cents.
All right, we did not quite finish strong, but we do have one more thing to open, guys. One more thing to open. Can we actually pull another super valuable quarter century rare? Now, we already got the Dark Vision, we got the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Can we get a Blue Eyes White Dragon quarter century? Yes, that will complete the set indeedy. And not the Pokemon Indeedee. All right, guys, you guys know the drill. Press a like for luck. Can we do something cool? And hopefully it's not a duplicate. But if it is, that's okay too. All right, here we go. We already know what's going on with the other cards, but again, those back streaks is an issue. But let's see what it is. It is. Oh no, we pulled a duplicate Red Eyes Black Dragon. No! No! But it's fine, it's fine. Maybe I'll give this one to you, Liam, when you actually come over to the States. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all we got for this unboxing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. A very long video today, but it was definitely much worth it. We'll have a similar setup as well for a future unboxing. Basically, what we just did right now, but for all of the booster sets individually. So very, very excited about that. It's gonna be a very long video for that one as well. But some of the high values, of course, that I'm excited for, of course, this card right here, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then we did pull a Toon card here of the Toon Mermaid. I kind of prefer the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, but it's still a Toon card nonetheless. Besides all of that, guys, before we go, besides what's coming down in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh, what's coming up in the world of Pokemon? Liam.
So guys, we are definitely looking to get more of the base sets for the 1-pack pulls to keep it fresh and keep it coming. We're definitely looking forward to some of the future sets that are coming out this year as well. There'll be 1 or 2 surprises to come down the line, but I think there's a lot still to be very much excited.
Yeah, I think right now it's all about the new generation of Scarlet and Violet. I think there's one coming out, I believe, Paldea Evolved, I think it's coming out. So that one will be coming out, I think in June, if I'm not mistaken. And apart from that, a lot of these Scarlet and Violet sets are unnamed. We don't even know what they're going to be called, but they are going to be part of course, Scarlet and Violet. We still want to go back to some of the earlier Sword and Shield cards as well. So we have a bunch of those that we haven't unboxed yet. What are some of those?
So we still have some of the beautiful EV evolution ones that we have been kind of neglecting to get around to, but because they're such beautiful cards from the collection, they're just nothing to kind of sleep on for too long, because hey, everybody loves the EVs and the potential of the evolves, and also some of the gen sets, some of the cards that come from those boxes as well. So it's certainly going to be love for the EVs coming through.
Exactly. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for the view, and we'll definitely see you next time. My name is Thomas. His name is Mr. Bear, and we'll definitely see you next time. Peace.